Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to Computer Online. Chapter 2, Parts of a Computer. Children, do you remember? We have learned about the parts of a computer in grade 1, right? Do you remember? It's like parts of your body. The computer also has different parts, right? So there are 4 main parts, that is monitor, CPU cabinet, keyboard and mouse. So tell me, what are the 4 parts of a computer? Monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse. Okay, so in this chapter we will see the parts of the computer in detail. Okay, see, this is a monitor. Okay, this is computer monitor. It looks like a television, right? Yes, whatever you want to see, you can see on a computer monitor. Okay, in a television you will watch cartoons, movies, right? So in the same way, in a computer monitor also you can see whatever work you do on a computer. Okay, so monitor is also called visual display unit or VDU. So what is the other name for monitor? Visual display unit or VDU. Okay, so it displays words and pictures. As I told you before, you can watch cartoons, films, whatever maybe you can watch on a computer monitor. Okay, so monitor is the visual part of a computer. Okay, next we'll see about central processing unit or CPU. Okay, so this is the CPU cabinet. It holds the CPU inside. So this rectangular box will say as a CPU cabinet. Okay, so inside this box we have CPU. Okay, so what is the full form of CPU? Central processing unit. Okay, don't forget the full form of CPU is central processing unit. Okay, see, this CPU is the brain of the computer. See, where is your brain? Inside your head? Okay, so where is the brain of a computer? It's inside the CPU cabinet. Okay, so which part is called the brain of a computer? CPU. So because the CPU controls all other parts of the computer. See, all these parts are connected to the CPU cabinet through wires. See, this central processing unit will have the control over all other parts like keyboard, mouse, a printer. So all the parts of the computer will be controlled by the CPU. Okay, so all these parts will be connected to the CPU cabinet through wires. Okay, next we will see about keyboard. You have read about types of keys on a keyboard in grade 1, haven't you? Yes, the keyboard has 5 different types of keys. Do you remember? Alphabet keys, number keys, enter key, backspace key and delete key. So what is the use of this alphabet key? It's used for typing alphabets, right? Number keys used to type numbers from 0 to 9. Okay. So enter key, to move on to the next line, you will use the enter key, right? So backspace key and delete key is for deleting the characters, right? So backspace key, it will delete the character to the left of the cursor. And what is the use of this delete key? Delete key will delete the character to the right side of the cursor. Okay. So what is the use of this keyboard? So it is used to give information to the computer. Yes, so the computer will work based on the instructions given by the human being, right? So we should give the information to the computer with the help of this keyboard. Okay, so how we can give? We'll type by pressing the keys on the keyboard, right? So information can be typed by pressing the keys on the keyboard. So the keys are used to type letters, numbers and other symbols. And you can see characters on the monitor when you type, right? See, when you type your name, you can see the name on the displayed on the computer monitor. Okay, whatever you type, you can see on the computer monitor. Okay. The next part is mouse. See, this is a computer mouse. Okay, so the computer mouse will be kept usually on a mouse pad, right? Okay, so a mouse is a pointing device. It helps us to point at things on the monitor. See how you will point. Using your eyes you will point, or using your leg you will point. Using your finger you will point, right? See, when you are going for shopping, you want that doll. What you will do? You will ask your mother or father, right? Mummy, I need that doll. You will point out, right? So finger you will use to point out, or hand. But in a computer, which part is the pointing device? Mouse is a pointing device. Okay, it helps us to point things on the monitor. The mouse is also used to click and select on the monitor. Okay, so one more use of mouse is you can click it and you can select the item. Okay, and also you can click that item and you can move from one position to the another position. Okay, so you can move from one position to another, and it can also be used to draw pictures. Okay, so as I told before, usually the mouse will be kept on a mouse pad, so you need a smooth surface. Okay, so otherwise the mouse will not work. Okay. See, in the computer monitor, you can visually see whatever work you do on a computer, right? So using keyboard, you can give the information to the computer. Suppose if you want to type computer, I'll use the alphabet keys, okay? And I'll type computer. Okay, can you see this? Yes, using the alphabet keys, using the keyboard, by pressing the keys, I have typed computer. Okay, and using the mouse I can select it, right? So this is mouse. Using mouse I am selecting this, pointing items, and I am moving from one position to another, right? Okay, this action can be done, pointing can be done by means of mouse. Okay, so this processing will be controlled by the CPU. Okay, you understood? So this is typed using alphabet keys, right? So let's see the types of keys. What are the uses of it, right? And for typing numbers, I will use a number keys. Okay, 3, 4, 5 number keys. Okay, and next we have seen enter key, right? So to enter to the next line, enter. Okay, so enter to the next line, we'll use enter key. Okay, so see this is the cursor. Okay, so this is blinking line, it's called the cursor. Okay, then we have seen about backspace key and delete key, right? So backspace key means what it will do, it will delete the character to the left of the cursor, right? So this is the cursor blinking here. So if I click backspace key, see the left side letter is getting deleted, right? Can you see this? Suppose if I use delete key, see what happens. In between M and P, I keep the cursor. Okay, see now if I click the delete key, see the right side of the cursor, the character is getting deleted. Right, whatever is available at the right side of cursor, everything is deleted. Now if I click backspace, see, it will go back, and it will delete all the things to the left side of the cursor. So this is the use of backspace key and delete key. Okay, now are you clear? Okay. So now let's recall what we have learned in today's class. Okay, in today's class we have seen about the parts of a computer. There are four main parts. What are they? Monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse, right? So what is the use of monitor? Whatever work you do on a computer, you can visually see. You can display on the monitor. Okay, monitor is also called visual display unit or VDU. The next is CPU. What is the full form of CPU? Central Processing Unit. Okay, so this is the controller of all the parts of a computer. It controls the functions of all other parts. Okay, so hence it is called the brain of the computer. Okay, CPU is called the brain of the computer. Next is keyboard. Okay, so for giving information to the computer, we'll use keyboard, right? So by pressing the keys, you will give the information to the computer. Okay, there are 5 main types of keys. What are they? Alphabet keys, number keys, enter key, backspace key, and a delete key. Okay, and then finally we have seen about mouse, right? Mouse is used to point at things on the monitor. Okay, it's a pointing device. And also you can move from one position to another file or folder. You can move it from one position to another using this mouse. Okay, you can drag it and you can move. Okay, and one more thing, you can click on a file or folder to view that. Okay, suppose if you want to play a video, what you can do, you can point at that video, double click that, then the video will be played. Okay, so using the mouse. Okay. Okay, my dear children, I hope everyone has understood the topic, right? So after watching this video, just go through the WhatsApp. Okay, so questions will be sent to you through WhatsApp group. Just have a check and find the answers for those questions. Okay, and submit it to me. Okay, don't forget it. Submit the answers to me, to my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, dear children, thank you. Have a great day.